Welcome in, Sagittarius. It's Ruby with Ruby's Lighthouse Tarot. So guys, I'm here to do your twin flame reading for May 2025. All right, so this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sagittarius signs, or cross-watcher energy. So this could be for anybody who is watching for Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine. This reading could be for you as well. So I got this new graffiti deck, so I'm going to use that to get our starting card. I did get an image of somebody teetering on a tightrope. So it's giving me a little bit of that Two of Pentacles energy, like trying to balance too much. I just feel like a person who's having a hard time balancing. Okay, so we got judgmental stares. Ooh, interesting. Feeling judged by others, disapproval, social pressure, and feelings of self-consciousness. Okay, so there's some sort of element here of being judged by other people, or being worried that they're going to be judged by other people with the decisions that they're going to be making. And there's some sort of social pressure. So this person is really concerned about keeping up with the Joneses, all right? And I mean, that does happen. We're human beings, right? But it's like, they're like, ooh, so-and-so is interested in so-and-so. Ooh, so-and-so is from this part of town. Like, they're not from around these parts. That's what I'm really getting. It's like stupid gossip, but somebody who's really trying to keep up with the Joneses, keep up with what everybody else is doing, and not really sure how the twin flame connection between you guys is going to fit in with that. So this could either be your energy or the other person's energy. So I'm going to read this as Divine Masculine is in this energy, and then you can just reverse the roles because that's how it works in Tarot. So you just take what resonates for you and leave the rest, all right? But there was instant chemistry. Feels like fate, inexplicable connection, intense attraction from the start. And I don't know why it's looking to me that way, but it almost looks like a lipstick print on this person's face. So that's what I was feeling too, is like kissing and telling. Kissing and telling, or if they do take some sort of action, they're feeling like they are going to get judged for it. And then the third one that came out is Stolen Spotlight. All right, so someone is taking credit for your work, overshadowed or displaced, recognition is given to someone else. Interesting. I'm instantly feeling like this is a Divine Masculine who is connected to someone else. And you Divine Feminine have felt overshadowed or displaced, and that it's almost like the recognition is being given to this other person rather than you. And but you have this connection to the Divine Masculine. What else from Spirit, please? They're telling me there's something they want to say, but I got to stop talking. Okay. So what they're saying is that this Divine Masculine has changed a lot. And people around this person are noticing that this person has changed a lot. And they're like, oh, other person that you're with, have you noticed how much Divine Masculine has changed? And this person's like, oh yeah, he's suddenly doing this or she's suddenly doing that. And it's not really from anything that's happening with you two, or them two. It's actually the chemistry that is with you, Divine Feminine, because you've created an instant spark and an instant chemistry that no one else can actually match. And it's this inexplicable connection. And I'm seeing how, we've got these concoctions going here, and you can see the bubbles kind of rising to the top. This person is changing. People are talking about it, but you guys had attraction from the start, but this is being given socially to this other person, this other, we're just going to call it other feminine energy. All right. So that's interesting. It's almost like someone's getting credit for the influence you've had on Divine Masculine. All right. See if there's anything else between you two. What else is going on? If you don't resonate with third party, check out one of your other placements. This is all going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. What else for Sagittarius? So someone is taking credit for your work. Inner child work. Yeah. So this Divine Masculine, I'm actually getting this karmic is over here. And she's like, yoo-hoo, pay attention to me. Do all these things for me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me now. And, but it's more like they're wanting this Divine Masculine to make these changes. They could have been with this person for years. And all of a sudden, this person is working on themselves. And everybody's like, wow, this person's showing up differently. Well, it's because of your inspiration, your chemistry, the attraction, the inexplicable connection is like waking them up, right? So I'm not sure how much that bothers you or doesn't bother you, but that's kind of what the energy that I'm getting right now. These character cards wanted to like jump out of my hand here. Look what's sticking up. The Diviner card. That's because that's who you are. You're showing up as the Diviner. So you're showing up as High Priestess energy. You're showing up as this amazing, fateful, magical person that is able to see, tap into energies, tap into, this person sees your connection with spirit. They might see how you're working with other people or something that you're doing to help others. They could just see your connection with spirit. They definitely believe in it. And it's inspiring them, right? So, how is this Divine Masculine showing up? Yep, you're inspiring them. They're showing up as a civil servant. So, guardian of the public good. And they're also showing up. See all this building behind this dude? I'm seeing it here too. See how this energy is really similar? So this Divine Masculine's path is through helping others, right? But the basis of it is through this inner child healing that has just begun. Okay. All right, so let's get some tarot for you guys. I just saw the Lovers on the split. This Divine Masculine feels a lot of pressure socially. I'm getting a lot of social energy. We have social pressure, guardian of the public good, right? And then recognition. And then they're showing me, so in the past they were seen as being, so they're stepping into their authenticity, right? But they had been rejected and labeled as inappropriate in the past, right? Or too much by other people in the past, especially by like parents or other adult figures in their life or teachers, things like that. But again, they're stepping into their sovereignty because look at this dude. Okay. You're helping them work through this. It's like you're looking, the way I laid these cards down, you're looking at them working on their inner child energetically. So since you're showing up in this diviner energy, I think that you know if this is your energy or not, right? By now in the reading. Okay. That's the overall card here for Sagittarius. Thank you. Page of Cups, Six of Wands. They just said, right as I saw Page of Cups, they said inner child. They're being victorious. They're working on themselves. They are doing this. They're stepping into their power here. Other people are watching. Other people are giving this person and their current partner accolades for this work, or they're noticing it in some way. And this divine masculine, it's interesting because they're showing me here with this dude, and he's up on this white horse, right? And he kind of looks like, they're showing it to me like he's dazed and confused, like, oh my God, I'm in my 40s, or I'm in my 50s, or I'm in my 60s, and I am just now having this victory with my inner child work. And it was not so much, as you look at this Page of Cups, it was not so much about becoming. It was about acceptance and being free-flowing and having this beginner's mind and trusting in who you are and being authentic in who you are, right? Because Page of Cups is stepping into loving energy. It's about loving themselves. So I don't know how much you actually care about this. Well, you're not happy. Okay, let's be honest. Yeah. So you're not happy. Because I'm not sure if you are getting 3D validation about this, right? So I know you're not happy about it, because you feel like, of course, you're supposed to be with your masculine. You're supposed to be with your divine masculine. You view it that way. You know, you guys have this amazing connection, and it's being overshadowed, and you feel stolen from you in a way. But if your divine masculine or your divine feminine is with someone else, that's because there's lessons yet to be learned, or because you have stepped away from the relationship and they felt no other option but to move on with their life. Okay? So just keep that in mind. So, put that over there. What's in their headspace about you right now? Oh boy, I'm seeing the Tower. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the Tower. Again, we have Hermit. So they're mirroring this diviner energy with you. They're going deep inside and they're thinking about this. And they're like, oh my God, because I have invested so much into this other situation. If I start to give to divine feminine, it's going to immediately blow up. But this entire foundation that I have built, including social pressure and other social elements that are involved, like maybe it could be family members, right? Or like I'm just really seeing like grown children, right? Something like that is getting in the way. It's like deep down, there's this deep knowing where they're meeting you where you're at, but everything would blow up. So go ahead and give me a card for that. I want to know what this Tower would be. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about that? Yeah, it's about their spiritual revolution, significant transformation in beliefs, visions, or consciousness on an individual or societal level. It's both with this situation. It's both individual and it's societal, right? And it's almost like with this person allowing themselves to become their full self. Like I was saying, this is dazed and confused is where they're currently at right now. They are stepping into this, but if they keep going on this path, it's going to lead to an explosion of everything that they thought that they knew to be true. And if they have other family members, children, I was really getting like adult or teenage children or even younger, right? It's going to change everyone else's lives if they do this. But they also know, because they were in that hermit energy, they might be receiving visions. They might be receiving like all of these upgrades that are happening within their consciousness, where it's basically like there's no going back anyway. So you can either accept the Tower, you can start making these changes within your family systems, within your friend systems, whatever it is, or Spirit is going to bring this in anyway because it's inevitable, right? The more work you do on yourself, the more you change as a soul. They're showing me this. Lies and alibis. Untruthful. Getting someone else to lie to you. Trying to cover their tracks or digging a hole. What I'm really getting here, since it's next to the Tower, is it's like chipping away at this foundation of what they've already built as somewhat of a lie. Not that they meant to lie about it, but it has been this societal mask that is going to come undone. I'm hearing the Sweater Song by Weezer. I love that song. It's coming undone. That's what they're thinking about. Yeah, Empress is on the bottom. That's you, Divine Feminine. That's what's going to happen. They start giving to this. They see you in your power. They step up to meet it, and it's going to unravel everything as they used to know it. Okay? All right. So what are they thinking about? I'm sorry, feeling. What's in their heart space right now? Sagittarius. But they're doing this work. You just feel like it's a missed opportunity because you don't even see what's happening. You have no idea. This is all on the 5D right now. You just feel the rejection and you feel overshadowed and displaced. What's in their heart space, Divine Feminine? Yeah, they're feeling, when it comes to you and them, they're feeling the same way because they're not being authentic within themselves. And they're feeling torn apart between these two worlds. It's two worlds. Okay, so that's when we get into cognitive dissonance, right? Feeling two conflicting beliefs at the same time. It literally tears you apart emotionally. Yeah, this holding back, this not letting it in. Let's get a card for that. Yeah, facing your fears. It requires them to face their fears. The pain is requiring them to face their fears. Transforming your fear into power. Confront things that make you feel anxious, uncomfortable, or afraid. Look at the power stance this child is making. Hands on hips, straight forward. This one's standing on a ledge. This one is facing their fear monster. Same thing. That's what you're doing right now, Divine Feminine, for this Divine Masculine. Okay, intentions for the next 30 to 60 days. This Divine Masculine knows there's no, this isn't over with it, with what they're going to have to deal with. They understand that. 30 to 60 days. Intentions. King of Swords, King of Pentacles. So it's stepping into two different elements of themselves, right? Two different people, two different lives. They're going to have to stand up and face it because this is painful, but it's not over yet. It's time to make this choice, right? Are we going to stay in the safety? Are we going to stay in the, I'm the husband, father, dad, or partner person here versus I'm going to be making these decisions with the truth. This is, I take care of everyone. Sometimes it can be sugar daddy, but like I take care of everyone in my life, right? Because I want to, or I feel pressured to by others, and I'm supposed to maintain this ship that could even be sinking. Or is it going to be this? I'm standing on top of the ledge. I'm drawing my bow back, right? Or I'm getting ready to draw my bow back. I'm just making these decisions. I'm telling these truths. It's one of the two, right? I had two other ones fall out. Hermit and High Priestess. That's what I was talking about before, the diviner energy here. And then we had the Hermit earlier. You guys are steering the ship with the intuition in the 5D, okay? And so it's like the split, people talk about Earth moving into the 5D, right? And the split of consciousness. This is a perfect example of this Divine Masculine participating in this split. Because for him or her, Divine Masculine is leaving some people behind and knows it's going to happen as part of this split for them. And you're involved with their 3D, 5D split, okay? This is the 5D right here. Okay. Actions and advice for the next 30 to 60 days. For Sagittarius, we got the After Tarot going. Sagittarius, 30 to 60 days. The portal. Four of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Swords was sticking out. Seven of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are gone. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. That's what I just got. All right, so there's a recognition of what this really is. So here underneath, the reason why these actions are being taken is because this was false. This was false. This was not what they thought it was. This was the spotlight. This is the person who is admiring their pentacle, their reflection in their pentacle versus the beauty all around them. And it was built on a false foundation. So this is going to start to split. It's going to involve actions, right? So there's going to be communications here with that King of Swords energy that are going to start beginning. And like I always say, this is my Fruit Ninja card with Knight of Swords. So they're just like, washa, wacha, wacha. And they're just cutting with, you know, their sword, anything and everything out of their life. It's like pruning their investment here. See how that sword is coming in right there to this bush. And there's going to be some losses here. There's going to be people, places, and things that are going to be trimmed out of the situation. This person is taking something with him, but it's not everything, right? And this is travel energy. Both of these cards here with these two knights are travelers. So this person is going to go after their chemistry because that's sacral energy here. Okay, so they're going to be movement, travel. That's going to be coming in. Let's get some messages here. Love messages for Sagittarius. And of course, that's your card as well, Saggies. Oh, before we move forward here, I'm seeing a lot of earth energy and a lot of air energy mostly here. We do have a little bit of the other elements, but those are the main elements that I see. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then with the Tower energy, of course, that's Scorpio. Okay. No one makes me feel the way you do. You're the best I ever had. And they want to lean into that. They want to get into this intense attraction, these feelings that they may never have had in their entire life, because it's a whole new level with your twin, right? It's so spiritually and intellectually stimulating. It's not just physical. It's that as well, but it's the relationship, right? And I just heard, I don't care what anyone else thinks. I don't care about their disapproval, right? So they're dropping those feelings of self-consciousness. Thank you. No matter who I am with, my thoughts always lead me back to you. Like no one else, no matter who else. So we're seeing a theme here. And I've never experienced this intense of a connection before. Karmic connection, moving from the patterns. Because they fell in love with you the moment they saw you, right? Okay. All right, so that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. That's what's going to be coming in, the energy. Just remember, it can be a little bit farther out. So I will see you on your next reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, participating, commenting. And if you want a private reading, that is going to be in my description box. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks so much. Bye, Saggies.
So I'll rest within the silence, your presence my disguise. For in the dark there's always light in your ember.